The world knows him as Buju Banton, a name that resonates from the lanes of Kingston to the clubs of London and the biggest reggae festivals around the globe. He's a man who rose from Jamaica's gritty streets to conquer the dancehall scene, only to be tested by one of the most difficult chapters of his life. His story is a powerful saga of fame, controversy, spiritual growth, and redemption. From a hopeful youth with a dream and a microphone, to smashing records once held by the legendary Bob Marley, and later spending nearly a decade behind bars in a foreign land. The life of Buju Banton is nothing short of a real-life epic. This is the story of perseverance, sacrifice, and triumphant return. This is Buju Banton, the legend who would not be broken. Early life. Kingston, Jamaica, the pulsating capital of reggae. Here, where the scent of jerk chicken mingles with the sounds of booming speakers and the spirit of resistance, a boy named Mark Anthony Myrie is born on July 15, 1973. His mother affectionately calls him Buju, a childhood nickname for chubby kids, though no one could guess this child would grow into one of reggae's fiercest voices. Life wasn't easy. His mother hustled as a street vendor. His father worked in a tile factory. Buju grew up amid hardship, hunger, violence, crime, but found his escape in music. By the age of 12, he was already holding the mic, immersing himself in the local sound system culture. He studied legends like Buju Banton, Supercat, and Shabba Ranks, not to imitate, but to innovate. By 14, he was already earning a name in underground circles as Gargamel, a raw, gritty voice with unmatched energy. At 16, he recorded his first single, The Ruler. The fire had been lit, and it was only the beginning. Rise to stardom. Then came 1992, the year Buju Banton exploded into stardom. His debut albums, Stamina Daddy and Mr. Mention, sent shockwaves through the dancehall world. They quickly became two of the best-selling albums in Jamaican history, and Buju's reign had begun. He broke Bob Marley's record for the most #1 songs in a single year, a feat many thought impossible. His voice was everywhere, in taxis, clubs, parties, and on every street corner in Kingston. But fame came with friction. His track Love Me Browning stirred major controversy. Critics claimed it glorified lighter-skinned women. Buju responded with Love Black Woman, a tribute to dark-skinned beauty. But that wasn't the only controversy. A song recorded when he was just 15, Boom Bye Bye, resurfaced and sparked international outrage for its anti-gay lyrics. Concerts were cancelled and protests erupted. Despite this, Buju's rise didn't slow. In 1993, he signed with Mercury Records, breaking into the global market with Voice of Jamaica, an album that mixed dancehall grit with social consciousness. At just 20 years old, Buju Banton was a global sensation. But inside, something felt missing: spiritual transformation. By the mid-1990s, Buju was tired of the violence, rivalry, and materialism saturating the dancehall world. In 1995, everything changed. He embraced the Rastafari faith, began growing his dreadlocks, and transformed his message. That year, he released Till Shiloh, a powerful, soul-stirring album blending deep spiritual themes with conscious reggae. Songs like Untold Stories and Murderer touched hearts worldwide. It wasn't just entertainment anymore, it was prophecy. Buju had evolved from dancehall rebel to spiritual messenger. He followed up with Inner Heights in 1997, solidifying his new direction. Tracks like Destiny and Hills and Valleys revealed a man now driven by truth, not just chart positions. But while Buju was ascending spiritually, the outside world was about to drag him into a trap he never saw coming: arrest and incarceration. In December 2009, Buju Banton flew to Miami for what he believed was a business meeting. Unbeknownst to him, he was walking into a DEA operation. He had been talking with a man who turned out to be a government informant. Conversations were recorded. In one of them, Buju was shown tasting cocaine off a knife, evidence used to portray him as involved in drug trafficking. But the facts tell a more complicated story. Buju never bought, sold, or profited from any drugs. Yet, on February 22, 2011, he was convicted on 3 charges: conspiracy to distribute cocaine, using communications to facilitate drug trafficking, and firearm possession, though no gun was ever found. He was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. The reggae world was stunned. Many believed he had been entrapped. Others said he had placed trust in the wrong people. Either way, Buju Banton's life would never be the same. Prison and rebirth. Behind bars in a U.S. penitentiary, thousands of miles from home, Buju faced his darkest hour. His dreadlocks were shaved. His freedom was gone. The man who once thrilled 30,000 fans was reduced to a number in a cell. But Buju didn't break. He turned inward, deepening his faith and exercising daily. He wrote songs in his mind and stayed disciplined while his legal team fought on. They even discovered a juror had disobeyed court rules enough to justify a mistrial. But Buju declined to appeal. He chose to serve his sentence and come back stronger. Finally, on December 7, 2018, after nearly a decade, Buju Banton was released. His return to Jamaica sparked a national celebration. The comeback. Just 3 months later, Buju held his first concert in 10 years. Long Walk to Freedom, performed at Kingston's National Stadium. Over 30,000 fans from all over the world came to witness his return. It wasn't just a concert, it was a spiritual homecoming. He performed classics like Destiny, Champion, and Hills and Valleys, alongside powerful new material like Baga Mouth, False Pretense, and Country for Sale, which quickly soared to the top of the iTunes reggae chart. Soon after, Buju signed with Jay-Z's Rock Nation, becoming only the second Jamaican artist to do so. In 2020, he released Upside Down 2020, featuring collaborations with John Legend, Pharrell, and Stephen Marley. Proof that Buju was back and stronger than ever. Controversies and evolution. Still, old shadows lingered. For years, he faced backlash over Boom Bye Bye. In 2019, Buju finally addressed the issue head-on. He removed the song from all platforms and said, "I recognize the pain it caused. Everyone deserves to live freely. My shows are open to all, with love and peace." He also raised eyebrows with his criticism of reggaeton, accusing it of erasing its Jamaican dancehall roots. While some praised his candor, others called him bitter. Buju, as always, stood his ground. In 2021, he broke new ground again, launching one of Jamaica's first NFT collections, blending reggae with digital innovation. A year later, he joined forces with DJ Khaled, Sizzla, Bounty Killer, and Capleton on These Streets Know My Name, reminding the world of his timeless relevance. Legacy. Today, Buju Banton stands tall as a living legend, a man who journeyed from Kingston streets to international acclaim, who stumbled but never surrendered, who turned his prison cell into a place of spiritual rebirth. His life is a testimony, his music a mirror of resilience. His name will forever echo in the halls of reggae royalty. Buju Banton is not just an artist, he is a survivor, a legend reborn. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of legendary icons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.